Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It has been such a long time since I last did like what's new in Kane Beauty edition because I thought, you know, like I usually would do stuff like this. So with this purchase, I actually bought it like probably almost 2 months ago, but I finally received all of them because YESSTYLE took ages to actually bring in those stock. So like I actually bought more than I was supposed to get, but then they keep cancelling on me because I think the products I couldn't find and stuff. So yeah, so this would be like a delayed what's new in K Beauty because it took ages. Anywho, I do have a few products here, and in between me mentioning these products, I'll show you guys like a demo as well. So yeah, so let's get started. The first one would be this Wakemake Water Velvet Vegan Cushion. So just like its name, it is vegan, and with the whole like water concept, definitely feels like a water concept because it feels really cooling on the face. I feel like this would be like a great product for summer. However, in terms of the longevity and like the pigmentation, I would say that this is like a light to medium coverage, and I can already see some cracks around my mouth area here and also my nose. So I feel like in terms of that, you would definitely need to prime and set around those fine lines area because it's not going to actually, you know, fix itself. However, with the finish itself, when I first put it on, I was like, oh, it actually looks really light because I got mine in the color number 23 beige, which is the darker shade. However, once I actually finished the whole look, somehow the color just looks fine on me. Like it doesn't look that, you know, white, which is good, doesn't look that fair. And also once I actually finish this makeup, I'm like, oh wow, my face actually looks really smooth, like it looks really clear. So big thumbs up for me with this. I was actually very surprised with this because my first reaction when I first applied, I was like, okay, it is too pale, it's not that high coverage at all, and I'm like, it feels like everything is sliding off. But now looking at it again, I actually really like the turnout. I definitely feel it's very light. It feels really light on the face, like it feels like as if I did not apply anything on the face. In terms of the whole matte finish, I would say that this is like a semi matte finish. It's not like a full matte coverage, which is supposed to be, but I definitely love the cooling effect that it had on my face because honestly, like I was like, it's gonna be gross, but I'm like currently sweating right now because it is so hot. However, this cushion stayed intact when I applied this. It still stayed intact when I was sweating like crazy while putting this makeup on. But you know what? It's a good outcome. So yeah, I actually really like this. And look at the shape, how buzzy this shape, you know, like what kind of cushion have this kind of shape, which I think is really nice. I also love the cushion itself because it feels really doughy, like it's really nice. And because of how doughy it is so like flexible, which means like you can go around all those hard area, especially under the nose and stuff. So the coverage in terms of that, you know, really helps cover them up. For the eyebrows, I got this one because my friend Judy really loved this one, and this is the Unleashia Shaper Defining Eyebrow Pencil. Got mine in number 3 taupe gray. I believe they have, I think, 3 or 4 colors, but I decided to get the gray undertone one just because my hair is a bit like a blackish at the moment, so I thought maybe this gray brown would suit me quite a bit, and it does. When I first saw it, like I know she said it's really thin, but I actually didn't expect it to be like this thin, you know, in real life. However, when I actually applying this on the eyebrow, you don't see like, because sometimes when you apply really thin eyebrow pencil like this, you might see really harsh lines. This one does not, especially after you have like brushed it out with this, you know, brush at the end. So I actually really love the result because it really gives me a really nice definition on my brows, and I just love how easy this glide on, how easy to apply. Like I had no trouble with this at all, which I'm actually very surprised. So definitely a great recommendation from Judy. For the eyeshadow, I decided to get this palette, and this is the Clio Shade and Shadow palette number 2 Soft Depth. I think they have 2 colors. The other one is brown one, which I was really tempted to get, but after I did my Korean eyeshadow collection video, I realized I actually have a lot of brown and also like quite a bit of mauve shade. But I was like, you know what, I'm gonna stop getting brown eyeshadows probably until end of this year, and I'll try and stick to like more other colors because I was like, I need to try and expand my look a little bit more and try different colors. So I thought, why not get this like mauve shade, which honestly is so beautiful, and supposedly it's supposed to give you 9 eyeshadows and also like cheek face palette, so you have like a bronzer slash contour, blush, and a highlighter as well. For the eyeshadow, I have used probably 3 shades here, which I'll show you guys like a quick demo, and I must say they're super pigmented. The last time I used a Clio palette was their Clio Pro palette, I think like Rusty Rose and stuff like that. Those are super pigmented, so buttery, and I would say this is very similar. And like this packaging though is like so solid, like so solid. It's actually really heavy, but I love how well put this is because this is not a cheap palette, you know. So I mean, for the price I was willing to pay, because obviously it comes in like all in one. I have to say the contour one is a little bit too light for me, and also is a little bit of a gray tone base, which I don't really like. However, the highlighter for this one is actually really subtle looking, so it does take a while to build up, but if you're going into more like a natural look, this is actually really good, and I do have it on my cheek right now. I did not use this blush at the moment because I'm using a different blush, but I am keen on trying this because it's a beautiful light pink mauve shade. One downside to this is that because they try to do that whole all-in-one concept, obviously it's a little bit harder to dip your brush into the contour and the blush shade. But other than that, in general, I really do like this palette, and I can definitely see myself using this more. I especially love all the shimmery shade, especially this champagne rose one, which I have on the middle of my lid. And this makeup here is so simple, but because of the shadow, it just, you know, it just makes this eyeshadow look so much better because of the pigmentation, and I absolutely love it. Can definitely see myself using this, you know, quite a bit. I decided to try this one, and this is the Unny Fake Trick Double Eyelidner. I mean, like, get it? Eyeliner, eyelidner. And so obviously you're supposed to use this to actually deepen up your double eyelid more. And I must say, I don't know, I'm being biased or what, or because I bought this and, you know, like it's playing in my head, but I actually do feel like it actually deepens out my eyelid, because I have been having trouble with my right eyelid for a while actually, where sometimes when I film or like when I put on makeup, it will sort of look like I have single eyelid again, or it does make me look like I have monolid, which I actually do. But I feel like when I do have double eyelid like this, sometimes it doesn't really show because my eyelid is actually not that deep or high. But when I actually apply this, which is like a very light brown shade, somehow actually applying this by following my lid line actually deepens up this look way more, you know. So to be honest, I would actually use this more. And I don't know about you, but it doesn't even look like I actually applied this, because that's how, you know, natural looking it is. Probably like just a little bit here because I didn't do this part well, but I mean in general, like because I have the eyeshadow on, this is not obvious. Don't think I can use this without an eyeshadow, because obviously then it will look like I put something on my lid and not anywhere else on my lid. So definitely have to use an eyeshadow and then this eyeliner. For the eyeliner, I got this Wakemake, what is this one called? It's quite reflective. Wakemake Any Proof Brush Eyeliner in number 3 dark brown. Decided to go for a dark brown because I'm trying to get more brown eyeliner rather than black. Just then it doesn't look like that darker looking. This, I must say, you know, the pen itself is really nice, the brush tip, sorry, and when you apply it on, it actually instantly dry up, which is really good because then it doesn't transfer onto your lid, which sometimes some eyeliner do that. And I feel like because this is quite dark brown, it does look a bit like a black brown eyeliner, which I actually don't mind. But I really love the brush tip because it really actually let me apply really thinly but also very neatly as well, so it's really nice. Also from Wakemake as well, I decided to get their Real Ash Pencil Liner number 1 Sanded Black, and this one is actually really thin too, and so when you do apply it, it actually goes in between all your lash line, which is great. And I did use this to tight line, but the real test for eyeliner usually when it comes to this is whether it will dry up quickly or not. So we shall see in the future, but for now this is really good. It applies really easily, really fills in all the gaps, which I definitely highly recommend for tight lining. I also apply a little bit on my lower lash line, which looks really nice as well, and so far none of the eyeliner on the top has transferred to the bottom, which is a great big thumbs up. So for the cheek, I decided to use this, and this is not a Korean beauty, and this is not from YESSTYLE. So this is actually from Flower Nose, and I got this a while back, but I decided to give it a try now. This is, I think, from their Unicorn collection. So I got mine in number 4 Honey Lemonade, which is a very nice like apricot orangey shade. But when I do apply it, it looks more like a pastel peachy orange, which actually looks really nice. I like that it's actually not too pigmented, but you can build it up. So I've applied all over my cheek and as well on my nose as well. But you know what? The reason why I decided not to use it for a long time is because I didn't want to touch the pack design itself, because it is so beautiful, it's so artistic, like it's so gorgeous. Like the details of this is just beautiful, like in and out of the blush as well, which is so pretty. To end it, I used 2 lip products, and this is from the Ink Velvet collection. I haven't used any Ink Velvet for such a long time, and by the time you guys see this video, I will also be uploading like the number 22 to number 28. I feel like now they have released until like number 34, so I'm a little bit behind, but I'm gonna catch up. So I decided to use this 2. So for the base, I used number 22, which is a beautiful, really nice light nudie shade, and then on top I used number 28 for the middle part, and this is like more like a very pink muted gray toned mauve shade, which I thought would be nice to put in to blend with, you know, to match the eyeshadow as well. So it gives you a bit of that pinky nude vibe, which I love. So I like this combination as well. Definitely lean towards much more of the lighter side, but I like the turnout of this. So those are the products I've tried that is obviously new in my collection but may not be new to you guys. I am currently collecting some of the, you know, adding stuff to my cart about what I want to try next, because there's so many new things, but I'm just like, the US currency to New Zealand currency is not the cheapest, so I'm just being very careful with what I'm choosing. But if you guys have any recommendations or what you want me to try on my next video, let me know, and also let me know any of the products you have tried from this. Let me know what you guys think. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye guys.